Hello, hello, hello. Good evening and good night. We are here for our evening audit, and it is March 12th, Thursday, 7:25 p.m. We're much earlier than the past couple of nights, so that's really good. We're going to wind it down pretty early tonight. We got really tired later in this afternoon. We crushed the day, and it was a rest day. But we got weirdly tired. I rested really well last night, recovered really well last night, slept really well last night. But I'm going to try and get 2 nights in a row of just excellent sleep and see how we can do tomorrow, right? We're going to crush it tomorrow. We got a good training day, but let's dive right in. Cool, guys. So, question number one: what was my biggest win of today? Well, realistically, I was super productive today. I got so much done. It was incredible, right? So, I had 2 in-person appointments today, and they went really, really well. I had a lot of other stuff on my plate, but in spite of everything taking place, I was still able to get so much done. And we're starting to get a really refined and well executed daily schedule, daily task list, daily to-do list. That workflow that I keep talking about solving that workflow, we seem to have gotten to the point where we can solve it, right? Like we're seemingly to the point where we're not throwing so many things at the wall and things are actually starting to stick where it makes sense. We're developing efficiencies with it. It's just getting better overall. And so I am so grateful for that. I am so grateful for that. And this isn't even a gratitude question. It's what's my biggest win. But that is my biggest win of today because it was good and it was a good day. And we took full advantage of the rest day, right? We rested physically, but we crushed it in terms of productivity. And so that's awesome. Really happy with that. And we'll keep that in mind going forward, like really utilizing the rest day as a day to just get a bunch done, right? So, question number two: where did I fall short in my execution today? Well, that tiredness after it was like maybe 2 hours after dinner. It was like maybe 5:30, and it just smacked me like a freight train, y'all. It took me out. I laid on the couch for probably an hour. I didn't doom scroll. I didn't watch TV. I just laid there. I was like ready to go to bed, but I knew I couldn't go to bed. If I went to bed that early, I was going to have a really bad night's sleep. So I was like, you know what? We'll just lay here. Like, I can't really be productive. I've already crushed the day. We've already done so much. I still had a few things I needed to do, but we're getting them done now. But that's where I fell short. I just feel like it kind of took me out of commission too long. And I'm not entirely sure where it came from. Like it's a weird experience. Like it just smacked me out of nowhere. I mean, it down for the count. So not sure where it came from, but that's where I fell short. What adjustment will I make tomorrow? I don't know exactly what the right adjustment would be, right? If I push through it, does that negatively affect the things going forward, right? Do I execute more poorly on the things that I push through it with? Or was it good to just take a moment and sit back and say, hey, where did this come from? Now, a couple things to keep in mind. We could try and figure out like what did cause it, right? Maybe we handled it right in the moment, but the adjustment comes from how could we pre-handle it? How could we keep it from happening? Because those things are really important when it comes to like making sure that future execution happens, making sure that we're actually sticking to our plan, and making sure that our plan isn't just effective in getting us towards our goal in terms of like, does it look good on paper, but is it sustainable and repeatable in such a way that it just makes it easy to execute on, right? Like if I can put a ton of effort into something and get it done once, but then I burn out, it's not a very good plan, even though like it kind of works, right? It just doesn't work for me. So it's not a good plan. And so making sure that the plan is sustainable and repeatable is really important. And we can pre-handle some things in the future, kind of like pre-handling objections. We can pre-handle problems and kind of set ourselves up to be able to avoid them or handle them with a little bit more grace. And so I think that I need to think on that a little bit more and figure out what exactly it was that maybe led to that, right? I don't feel sick. I don't feel like I don't really feel any which way. So it just came out of nowhere. Like it's not a sickness. It's not like sickness came over me, but it really took me out. And I'm just wondering if it's the residual, is it still the leftovers from just not sleeping well, right? Like we've had in the past 10 days, 4 nights of really bad sleep. And that's really non-normative for me. Like I don't typically struggle to sleep. So it's new. It's new and it's weird and I don't like it, but we're here, right? So maybe that's something I should think on a little bit more. And then question number 4, what life problem am I currently trying to solve? So I think the problem still exists of the eyeballs, right? We need more eyeballs. And each day the data suggests we're getting more eyeballs, right? We're getting more subscribers, we're getting more views, we're getting more visits to my about page. Like all of these things are good metrics, but it's still the problem that we're trying to solve, right? And I think we're really headed in a right direction, in a good direction, because again, with all the data improving day to day, that would suggest we're doing something right. But again, it's those micro adjustments of like, hey, what works? What doesn't work? We keep the good, we get rid of the bad, and then we try something new. But it's very important that we don't get shiny object syndrome, right? Like we have to do something for long enough to collect enough data to actually make educated choices moving forward, right? It's such a fine line. It's such a nuanced environment. Like the gray area is hard to find, right? It's like that game at the fair where you have to like the metal ball and you have to get it in between the two things, but it's weighted in just a way and it's such the peak that it makes it very hard to actually accomplish. And so that feels like what we're doing, right? It's like, okay, well, let's try this, let's try this, let's try this, let's try this, let's try everything. Just throw it all at the wall, like throw the mud at the wall, the spaghetti at the wall, and see how much of it sticks. And it's like not very sticky, right? And we have to keep trying. It's like the more we do it, the more we throw it, the stickier it becomes. It's like sometimes, like, have you ever touched like Play-Doh or clay or like slime? And it's like the more you touch it, the more sticky it gets. It's kind of like that. Like the more we try these things, the better results we have. So we have to be consistent long enough to actually drive any results, to collect enough data to modify our behavior. And so that's the problem that I'm trying to solve, is figure out what works and what doesn't work in a way that is efficacious and efficient, moving me towards my goal of brand awareness and brand recognition, and really building the following of this community, of this brand, and everything else we've talked about. So that is question number 4. That is it for my daily audit. That was I don't know. I feel like we rambled on that one, but that's okay. Sometimes it's good. We got to get our thoughts out, right? That's the whole point of doing this. The entire point of doing this is not just what's on the screen, right? Like, of course, it's discipline, gratitude, humility, goal orientation, and problem solving, but it's a way to just process information in your brain, right? Like some people go to therapy, and have you ever noticed that therapists are not like giving you much direction? They kind of just mirror what you have to say. And so more than anything, a lot of people benefit from therapy because it's just an echo chamber for them to organize their thoughts, right? It allows them to organize their thoughts in a way that can be processed more efficiently. And so that's really what this is at its core. It's just, hey, what's going on in here? What's going on in here? And let's put it out and just kind of organize it. And these questions are designed and engineered to move us towards the goal, right? The goal of gratitude, the goal of humility, the goal of discipline, goal orientation in general, right? And problem solving to get to that goal, right? They're engineered in such a way, but the whole purpose is just organizing the thoughts and kind of just like detangling, right? Like we've got Christmas lights in our head, and every light bulb is like an idea, thought, trauma, whatever. And it's our job to detangle it a little bit by a little bit. And that's a challenge. And so that's one of the things that these daily audits help do. It helps just detangle the lights a little bit at a time. So that's the daily audit, March 12th, Thursday. It is now 7:34 p.m. We're going to wind it down and we're going to crush the night. We're going to recover, wake up, and crush tomorrow. Excited to see you guys later.